It's time for you to stop reversing the effects of the hard work you've been putting into the endeavors you're trying to succeed in as a reward for the hard work you've been doing. It's counterintuitive to go to the gym to build a good physique, and as a reward of going to the gym or burning calories, going to get a nice treat to put the calories back on. And it works the same with productivity. Why would you work hard, work efficient, work effective, work up towards the task you're trying to complete, and after you complete it, you then go and scroll on your phone for hours and hours and crash your dopamine, making it less sensitive and harder to find motivation when you're trying to complete the next task you've set yourself. Hello, I'm Dylan, I'm 18 and I coach lazy people to turn productive using tactical techniques and strategies that have changed my life forever. And this is something I struggled with. I spent 5,000 hours or 210 days straight on Call of Duty and other such video games, and now I effortlessly and easily breeze through large banks of my work for my business, education and personal development goals. And I used to use video games as the reward for the hard tasks I completed. I'd set myself a task. I used to be a video editor for different businesses. Set myself a task of editing a video, I get it done, and I play video games for 3 to 4 hours afterwards, completely tanking my dopamine and making my motivation linked to video games, to completing a task, getting a reward of video games, but the reward was deducting from the productivity I was trying to increase, as it was tanking my dopamine. It was making my dopamine linked to easy tasks such as video games. Also, the easy dopamine of getting a kill on Call of Duty meant that my dopamine was getting desensitized. So when I go into completing another task in the future, it's tricky and it's harder to get into the work productively. So there's a few points to actually reverse this and find the things to reward yourself without removing any of the progress you've made in the endeavor you're trying to succeed in, which is productivity. So first, you need to know when to reward yourself, and this comes from clear goal setting. The SMART objective, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, is a really great formula for setting goals that you need to achieve, and it quantifies when you've completed them. It's interpersonal because if you're down bad in about productivity, you can reward yourself for doing one bank of work, whereas one bank of work for me is quite normative and I get through it easily. So it's interpersonal to you, but you need to understand when to reward yourself and whether you're rewarding yourself too much. And unfortunately, through a screen, I can't help you decide that. I can't run you through the metrics of when you should do that and how personally you should do that. But if you're looking to get more help from me, the top link in the description will take you to the productivity package that will change your life forever. It will take you from A, lazy, to B, productive in the most efficient and effective manner possible, using tactics I haven't even spoke about on this YouTube channel. If that's something you're interested in, the top link will take you there and I can help you apply this to your life. A few pointers of when you should reward yourself for the productive work you completed can be time-based metrics. If you work for a certain amount of time, then you reward yourself. For example, 90 minutes, you take a little reward and then you go back into the work again, creating this positive reinforcement loop. It could be milestones, as we previously said. I've completed this piece of work, here is the reward. And I do think that the difficulty of the task pairs well with the volume of the reward. So if you complete a super hard bank of work that's taking you 4 or 5 hours, then you need to reinforce that with a bigger and more voluminous reward. So you need to know when to reward yourself, number one, so you don't do it too often. You don't constantly fry your dopamine receptors with the things that you're rewarding yourself with. But now, more importantly, what should you reward yourself with? So what you should reward yourself with is highly independent on what you enjoy, obviously, but it has to be something that doesn't take away from your productivity. It doesn't necessarily have to add to your discipline, to your drive. If you could reward yourself with going to the gym, that would be insane. That would be a really incredible positive reinforcement loop, because you're getting the work done because you enjoy the gym and you want to get there, and you're also building the physique of your dreams, which is going to help with your discipline and how you see yourself. So if that's possible, that's really, really great. But for a lot of people, the reward needs to be something pleasurable. So I'd suggest food. If you can find a healthy snack that you genuinely enjoy, for me, a good combination is blueberries, nuts, trail mix, and honey is an incredibly tasty, sweet treat. It's a good, healthy snack that's not going to mess with your dopamine too much. It's not so delicious that you almost become addicted to the food, but it is a good signal of reward. So you complete something, you get this nice, sweet, healthy snack, and you can get back into the work while maintaining this positive reinforcement loop. Another option could be caffeine. If you complete an early morning bank of work with the reward of caffeine, which is highly addictive as a substance, then you can biohack yourself into completing the work more effectively and faster because you want the reward of caffeine. And caffeine, as long as you're not abusing it, as long as you're not consuming like 4 energy drinks, it's going to be aiding the work. So this productive reward of caffeine is going to furthermore dial you in to get more work done. It's going to increase dopamine, and then you get into the work more effectively. Again, please don't abuse caffeine because of this video, but it's it would be interesting to see how that plays out. I personally use it myself. I wake up in the morning, complete some work, have a coffee afterwards, and then the reward is something you're quite frankly addicted to. You love caffeine, but that reward of completing the productive bank of work is going to fill you with dopamine and drive to get into more work. So you're adding to this positive reinforcement loop of complete work, get reward, but you're also using the reward to complete more work. So it's an incredible opportunity for productivity to seep in and to not deduct away from the progress you are making. Another great example of what you can reward yourself is games, but not games in the normative sense, not Call of Duty, not video games, not games on your phone. More brain utilized games. You can argue Call of Duty requires your brain power, but it's not chess. Play some chess, play some checkers, play some Sudoku, play some like Wordle or whatever the game is that you can feel is improving your brain structure. And if you genuinely enjoy it, then you'll feel the neurological link, the reinforcement loop of complete something hard, get something you enjoy, and you'll find it easier to do more work in the future, but you won't deduct away from the progress you made in productivity. Work hard, play smart. Don't play hard, deducts from the progress or productivity that you're making. I hope this makes sense. If you need more help from me, the top link will take you there, or drop a comment and I'll reply to it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate you.